So, in today's discussion, I wanted to talk about restaurants and I wanted to discuss what strategies we engage or I engage in when it comes to weight loss and going to a restaurant on special occasions. Um, One of the things I think is very important when it comes to weight loss is there will be times where your week is looking chaotic and you weight loss would probably take a back seat. It's okay for the week to look like that. And the reasons why we put strategies in like meal prep and making sure you have vegetables in your fridge and fruits and things like that is to strategize as much as possible to have those things available to you when you have those days. But specifically, I think all of us struggle with the fact that if we have a week like Christmas, where at every stand is a celebration, there's a lunch, and there's drinking and things like that, we all struggle with those events, and then we say, well, the week is lost. Not necessarily. It is perfectly okay for you to preserve weight or for your weight not to change for a while, but there are certainly things that you can do in order to support your continuous weight loss. With that said, I'm going to go through the things that I do pre me having a celebration. So before I go, let's pretend that I have a family dinner in a restaurant. We're celebrating somebody's birthday. That morning, I eat my breakfast as I typically do. I do not skimp on that. I have a protein heavy breakfast. After that, I will have coffee and then just organize what I want to do in terms of movement. So for the day, let's pretend that I really don't feel like doing any weights or do anything else. I would actually look into maybe dancing online. There's a lot of Zumba classes. There's 60-minute Zumba, 45-minute Zumba, 40-minute Zumba. There's also dancing and some other aerobic stuff. That's what I'm doing right after my breakfast, just organizing, trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of movement. And it doesn't really matter. You could just go for a walk. After I do that, I typically just depending on what time we're gonna meet, I start cleaning up my space, making sure my kitchen, which is one of the things that I like to have clean in order for me to be sane. That's what I would do. Then I would go take a shower and try to get ready for the party. Typically do my hair, spend quite a bit of time doing either a mask, listening to music, and dancing and reading, doing things that are pro me, right? I might put little cucumbers in my things, might do my pedicure that time, and it's a pleasant day. I try very hard to make it so it's one of those days that if it's a Saturday, for example. Right after that, in the meantime, while I'm doing my hair and I'm doing and I'm engaging in where I am cleaning up, I will have a salad. It will be a large volume salad for lunch, and I will add some chicken. I might add some avocados. I will probably have it with lime and olive oil, and I typically add just quite a bit of vegetables that I have around, and beets. I might have some carrots. I do sometimes have frozen, and I might throw a little frozen depending on how sad my salad's looking. So it'll be substantial salad. The reason why is because once I get to the restaurant, I want to be able to taste and I want to be able to try food, but what I don't want to do is overeat. And because I don't want to overeat, I typically just keep my meals intact. I don't actually restrict during the day in order to be able to have my meal. So I do the reverse. Let's pretend we're now in the restaurant. In the restaurant, if everyone is ordering appetizers, I will have a couple of bites of the appetizers, but mostly what I will do is I will be present and engage in conversation. I will order wine, and then if everyone is having a main meal, I would order a meal. At that time, will I eat calorie dense foods? I am going to say it depends on what I feel like having, because to be honest with you, I do. Let's pretend we're in a pizza place, I will have pizza. Let's pretend we're in the keg, I will have a steak. Let's pretend we're in a pasta place, I will have the pasta. I will have the pasta until I feel that I am full and satisfied, and I might take the rest home, but I will have it. Typically though, I'm not overeating. I'm actually eating a portion and then I'm packing the rest. So the strategy that I'm suggesting to you does work. And for that week, most likely I will not lose, but that is okay. I will maintain. And over a long time, those little details will add up to you losing, because at the end of the day, you need to know and understand how to manage these little nuances, because that's where the devil gets you, type of thing, right? That's where you lose. You say to yourself, well, the whole week is gone. These are the details that make weight loss so much harder, because life and food everything gets involved to where we're not in control. Well, if we're not in control, that's okay. That day does not need to count for weight loss, but it can be just an event that happens, and then you can continue tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you next week with more videos. Have a good day.